Hey guys, welcome to your channel, and in this video we are going to discuss what are the common mistakes aspirants often do while reading Hindu newspaper. We all know the newspaper reading or newspaper analysis has become a legendary work over the time throughout the journey of UPSC preparation. And taking advantage of this, lots of YouTube channels as well as coaching institute have come up with their editorial analysis or newspaper analysis every day. But the questionable aspect is that whether they are appropriate, whether they have been properly leveled as per the requirement of UPSC. The newspaper reading has been, newspaper analysis have been so much worshipped. It has been become a hype throughout the time, and wherever there is a worship, there is a chance of confusion and chaos. Right, my video is to those aspirants, right, who are totally dependent on analysis for others. This is a warning to them so that do not fall into the trap of newspaper analysis done by others. Right, so here are some tips you have to avoid while reading newspaper analysis. Right, so first mistake aspirants often do is that total focus on newspaper without static. The mistake here is that they totally give importance on current part and they never focus appropriately on static part. Forgetting everything from the course, giving too much concentration on the static is not good. Giving importance on the static is equally important as giving emphasis to current affairs, because without static there is no base of current affairs. For example, I am giving you a reference. You see that we are in modern time, we have used refrigerator, cooler, fan, oven, etc. Right? If we take this as current, what is the base of this current? It is electricity. That means electricity is the static. If there is no electricity, there had not been any modern equipments. Right? That means without base, that means without static, there is no meaning of current. So giving importance on static is very much important. So do not totally focus on newspaper. Do not totally focus on newspaper. That means do not totally focus on newspaper without giving emphasis on static. So static and current affairs both have to go hand in hand, right? Mistake number 2 is that reading unnecessary news. Reading unnecessary news. This is very much important. Recently, I have seen that there is a YouTube channel, and they have brought the reference of Ekta Kapoor serial XXX. Right. The question here is that if you read everything from Ekta Kapoor's XXX to the Sushant Singh Rajput suicide, then you will keep aside UPSC. You will not be able to clear even a very simple exam, simple current affairs exam. Right, because you have not been able to decipher the very basic requirement of UPSC, what kind of current affairs are asked or needed by the UPSC syllabus. Right, so you do not need not to focus on Ekta Kapoor's XXX or Sushant Singh Rajput's suicide. If there is something issue behind such events, then it is necessary. So mistake number 2, reading unnecessary news. So what we have to do to avoid this? Means we have not to need every news, because every news will encourage us to a disoriented future, to disoriented purpose. Right, so what you need to do is we need to understand the syllabus. Once we understand the syllabus, once we get familiarized with the syllabus, then we will know what is the requirement of the syllabus and what the syllabus of UPSC wants from us. Then you will be able to connect the necessary current affairs to the syllabus. Right, and once you can do it yourself, then you will never read the unnecessary news. And here one important news is that you have to understand the issue, not the news or event. Right, means understanding a issue behind any current affairs, behind any news, behind any event is very much important. You need to give importance on the issue, not on the event or news. Right, and for your reference, I have already made a video how to read newspaper. I'll give the link on the description box. You can follow that video as well. Right, then mistake number 3, total dependence on YouTube and coaching monthly. This is a quite trend, right? That those channels or those coaching institute who have been providing the Hindu newspaper analysis are becoming a legend. They have been worshipped. But the problem is that YouTube channels need views. They need they will prepare everything from 0 to 10, whatever comes into news. The same is equally important to coaching, because they have taken fees from you. They have to fill up the pages of their monthly magazine. Right, so if you totally dependent on them, they will snatch the creativity, and the creativity is the utmost requirement of UPSC. I am emphasizing this on every video, that creativity, which is the requirement, utmost requirement of UPSC, that will be snatched away from you, and it will totally destroy your answer writing practice. The creativity which you need to reflect in your answer, you will not get that, because it is not college or university exams where you will memorize something and you will write that. Here you need to creativity and your own analytical power. And if you wait every day for the channel or for coaching to give everything to feed on you, then where you will develop that practice, where you will nourish that practice of your own analytical ability. The development of that analytical power is very much necessary, right? So I am telling you that just know the trick of the newspaper analysis from them, from coaching or from YouTube. Do not totally depend on them for everything, right? You need to understand the topic yourself. You need to create your own opinion yourself. Right, only then you will be able to develop that analytical ability. Right, so coming to the mistake number 4, numerous newspaper, and this is a very brutal mistake, I can say you that. And it is again the origin of this mistake is again from in the coaching and YouTube creators, because YouTube creators need views, coaching need to fill up the pages of the monthly magazine, so they will bring 1 to 5 newspaper analysis to them. But is it important for you? No. You need not to be a newspaper collector here, right? You need just an event, just an issue. And what you need to understand the issue. You need to understand the various aspects of the issue. So for you, it is enough to read one newspaper. You need not to go beyond one newspaper. Yes, sometimes it is necessary to collect information, right? Because do not make it a usual habit of reading numerous newspaper. It will be totally time consuming, and it will a wastage of time and your resources as well as your future, right? So you need to just focus on one newspaper. That's enough for you. Again, mistake number 5 is dependent on questions provided by YouTube creators or online platform. If you have if you have religiously read the newspaper, then you will be able to collect you will be able to create questions yourself. You will be able to solve answers yourself. For that, you need to arrange a systematic understanding of the syllabus, current affairs. You have to link the current affairs with the syllabus, right? But total dependence on others for questions from current affairs based on newspaper is not good. You have to be self-dependent. You have to create questions yourself from the newspapers. You have to solve them yourselves. Only then it will be a fruitful study to you, right? So do not totally dependent on questions provided by others from newspapers. Read the questions, read the newspapers, analyze the news yourself, and prepare questions yourself and solve them yourselves. Believe me, it will be a great fun to you, right? And mistake number 6 is that do not be a news reader but news analyst. There is a difference between news reading and news analyst. News reader is whatever there will be in front of them, they will read them. But here you need not to be a newspaper reader. News reader, here you need to be a news analyst. An analyst will analyze the newspaper and he or she will prepare the news. He will go into the depth of the problem. He will go into the depth of the issue. He or she will connect the issue in the various perspectives and then find a solution. So my suggestion here is to be a newspaper and news analyst, not to be a news reader. Hope these common mistakes if you are doing, then it will help you a lot. And I heartily request you to avoid these mistakes while reading newspaper. So I think and I hope this video has been a lot helpful to you. I will come again with another video. Till then, take care and bye bye.